Tonight we've got Sam stepping in from OWASP London. He's actually going to do a bit of promotion as well. So I've just had a few slides here. Let me just. This is one I've talked about what OWASP is.
OWASP membership, individuals pay $50 per year. The current exchange rate is about 36, 37 pounds per year, or approximately £3 per month. Students have a discounted rate, which is $20 per year, which is even cheaper. You can also become a corporate supporter if anyone works at a company who wishes to make their dedication to application security visible to the whole world, and also donate to the great cause of making application security visible, and donate to OWASP, can become a corporate supporter and then getting their logos displayed on OWASP.org. And of course, to become a member, you can just visit OWASP.org membership, or I just show you, if you visit OWASP.org website, there's a big join button on the right that you can click, and it'll basically have the form for you to join. Depending on your country of residence, it will show you either $20 or $50 per year. There's also an option to pay for 2 years and get $5 discount, or pay $500 at once and get a lifetime membership OWASP. So that is there. And as a corporate supporters, they are being shown on every single OWASP.org page. And there's a page which tells you how you can become corporate member with all the benefits, different packages, and how big of an audience you can reach out by becoming a member. And there is a list of all the corporate members or corporate supporters here. There's quite a lot of them. You probably recognize a lot of these companies. Most of them are probably cybersecurity vendors, but there are some companies like Grammarly, which has nothing to do with application security, yet it is an OWASP corporate member. So there you go. That's, if you want to see if your competitor is already there, and talk to your boss and ask them to become a corporate member, that would be a good idea, because obviously it is all for our main charitable cause and to help everyone to make application security visible. Now, these slides are from my OWASP London meetings, because obviously I present them at OWASP London. But these are generic. So the benefits of OWASP membership is, first of all, that you will demonstrate that you support the ethics and principles of OWASP. It will underscore your awareness of application security, so increase your value and knowledge, and expand your skills, allow you to network with professionals who share similar interests, collaborate on projects. Very important benefit of becoming an OWASP member is that you get exclusive discounts on OWASP Global AppSec Conference and also many other global cybersecurity conferences and events. A lot of conference vendors provide discounts up to 90% to OWASP members. And for example, Black Hat USA, which is going to happen this year in Las Vegas, as always, they just offered $200 off to OWASP members. So that's actually quite a lot of money. And you pay for a ticket quite expensive price and get a $200 off. It's actually quite good. Also, your membership is actually a donation to your local chapter and projects. You also get an OWASP.org email address and a Google G Suite, which used to give you an unlimited cloud storage space, but I think after the pandemic, Google reviewed that, and I think you get about 1 terabyte for free. If you were in London, I would tell you that you also get a sticker, because I have some of the stickers, but I believe that OWASP Suffolk and Bristol leaders will also have some supply of OWASP official stickers. And if they don't have any stickers left, please reach out to me and I will provide stickers to the chapter members. And don't forget that you can just become a leader or become a member by joining the OWASP at OWASP.org and clicking the join button. And I'll look at a slide about many of the current OWASP supporters. Obviously, these are all the supporters of London chapter. They will be different for Suffolk and Bristol. I also have a slide reminding that OWASP Ukraine chapters are currently in difficult situation, and I have a slide featuring all of them, and I periodically reach out to them to check that they are all okay. Obviously, they stopped their chapter activity for now. OWASP membership portal is relatively new. You can just go to members.owas.org and log in with your owas.org email address. So there's a single sign-on with Google, with Gmail. And once you log in, you will see a membership number, membership type, the end of your membership, and your QR code. This is linked to the Stripe payment system. So when you pay for your membership, you pay via Stripe. So basically, you get your membership number from there. So that's how it is all linked together. Also, OWASP launched its merchandise store. So if you go to owas.org/store, that's a whole bunch of merch available at the moment. Last year was 20th anniversary of OWASP. OWASP was formed in 2001. That's why we now have quite a lot of merchandise dedicated to the 20th anniversary of OWASP, but there are also things like t-shirts and face masks. Another event I want to tell you about, obviously this is an old set of slides talking about the previous Open Security Summit, but there is an Open Security Summit actually happening next week. So if you are not aware, Open Security Summit, which previously used to be called OWASP Summit, now it is has a bigger outreach, Open Security Summit. Been happening in person. We used to run it for about a week in a basically country location outside of London. And with the pandemic, it shifted its life to the virtual world. The next summit is actually next week. The agenda is already published. You can see I will actually be repeating my talk that I will be presenting today, also next on next Wednesday. But there are lots of other talks available around zero trust, cybersecurity, DevOps. And actually on Friday, 15th of July, we're going to have an afternoon in person. So all these talks on Friday, 15th will actually happen in person at a venue in London, which is near Angel Tube. So these are all the talks which will happen there. So definitely do join remotely. There is a link for every single talk. So there's a Zoom link. For example, if you want to watch this talk, there's a Zoom link. So you can click on it and join each talk using Zoom. After the event, all the talks are usually recorded and they're published on YouTube. Okay, so I think that is it. No, that's not all about the events. There are more events happening. So what else is happening with OWASP? So we've just finished an OWASP virtual AppSec. So it was a global AppSec conference, which was in June. That was actually quite successful. Again, the recordings will be available to members only first, and then they will be published on the official OWASP YouTube channel. There's also an OWASP Virtual AppSec APAC Asia Pacific coming up in August. Again, if you would like to sponsor it, your company wishes to have a virtual booth or have their logos displayed, there's a sponsorship packages available. And finally, we have the first in-person event in the past 3 years. After the pandemic, we're going to have OWASP Global Application Security in San Francisco. That is November 14th till 18th. So the way how it works usually with global AppSec conferences, if you've never been, OWASP runs 3 global AppSec conferences per year, one in Europe, one in USA, and one in Asia Pacific. So this year, European one just finished. It was supposed to be in Dublin, but obviously it was virtual. Same thing with APAC, but USA is going to happen in person, of course, subject to any COVID pandemic situation changes. The first 3 days are training courses, and the last 2 days is the actual conference. And the way how it works is that the training courses which are being offered during Global AppSec conferences are what we call the official OWASP training courses and workshops, and they're usually much, much cheaper than any other cybersecurity training, for example, from SANS or other providers. So if you work at a company where you wish to train your developers in application security, or your pen testers or your security engineers, definitely check out the training courses offered at OWASP Global AppSec, because usually this costs, I think, about not expensive. I think they're around $700 per candidate, which is for a 2-day course is not expensive at all. So definitely go and check this out. Also reminder about OWASP projects. Of course, OWASP features over 250 open source projects, out of which 20 are flagship projects, which you can see here on the left. I would like to bring your attention to one interesting project called OWASP Spotlight Project, which is run by Vandana Verma, who is our OWASP Global Board of Directors member. She creates videos which are 10 to 15 minutes long, and she basically speaks to all the project leaders and interviews them, and the project leaders have to describe their project in 10 to 15 minutes. So it's quite a useful one if you want to learn everything you want to know about the project by watching a 10-minute video. So definitely go and check it out. There's also a government consultation on app security. So it's not just any application. This is specific app security, and by apps, it's both mobile apps and smart TV apps, all sorts of apps. So UK government launched this consultation on what kind of security standards and regulations should be around apps. And they're asking all application security specialists to basically review the draft consultation proposal and submit their views. So check it out and provide your views. So I think that's it on generic OWASP introduction.